Good morning, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, and welcome to this week's Weekly Energy Boost. My name is Elisheva, and I'm alone here in the studio today, but I'm excited to share with you not only wisdom and consciousness to help you get through the next 7 days with the greatest progress and the most awareness, but the end of today's episode is actually a video by popular demand from Yehuda Ashkenazi to help us harness the opportunity that this month specifically provides us. So the meditation itself is not only for this week, it's for the entire month of Virgo. Weekly Energy Boost is a 7-day spiritual weather forecast where we provide our listeners with the most powerful and practical tools to help our listeners navigate the coming 7 days through gleaning and poring over the wisdom of Kabbalah. We share wisdom, tools, mindsets to help you make the most out of the coming week, but those lessons end up translating to useful and practical wisdom and tools for any week of your life. And this week specifically is inviting us to examine our inner battles. The title of today's episode is, and I don't even remember now, Victory in Everyday Battles. And the idea, I can tell you, of battling bothered me as a fledgling Kabbalah student. I felt that the language around battles, war, fighting, right, isn't it adding unnecessary fuel to the fire? And the Kabbalists actually address the language, the verbiage around our spiritual growth, emphasizing the fact that if we don't realize it is a battle, then we diminish the urgency and the sharpness at which we need to do the work. If we don't feel that really, it sounds funny to say, but that life depends on it, we won't focus on it and we won't cling to our tools and our, the guidance and the wisdom that we receive with the fervency that we should. And so this week basically tells us, guys, we're embarking on a reset, hitting the refresh button in the month of Libra. And the way that we prepare ourselves for that is throughout the month of Virgo, doing the internal work. We talked about that last week. If you didn't hear last week's episode, we shared some very practical how-tos and why to do the self-reflection process that the Kabbalists awaken us to in the month of Virgo. This week actually invites us to focus in, to zoom in to the way we navigate our internal battles. And also the last few weeks, you know that Eitan and I have been talking about Kabbalah 1, that really precise and systematic breakdown of the most powerful and practical teachings of Kabbalah. Some we mention in the podcast, some require too much explanation and too much time and energy, so we don't always get to them. But I had this experience twice in the past week where I was speaking at different events and individuals came up to me, one from New York and one from Boston, sharing their experience of having listened to Weekly Energy Boost for a period and then finally jumping in and taking Kabbalah 1, then Kabbalah 2, Kabbalah 3. And it was so, for me, such almost like an out-of-body experience to hear about their journey and to think about this, what we aim to provide our listeners with every week, and to see how they leveled up. As much as the Weekly Energy Boost is a great way to understand how to focus your energy and your time every week, it's also a doorway for people to connect to the deeper, more profound wisdom of Kabbalah. Sometimes people come up to me and say, "Well, that was such a great class." This is not meant to be a class. If you want to study Kabbalah, please join us. Actually, it starts, if you're listening on Monday, it starts tonight. If you're listening after Monday, September 9th, you can join up until class 3. So we don't want to deter anybody who might be listening to this after Monday night. But the real beauty of this work is the support that you receive around it, the mentorship you receive, the discussion groups, the daily inspiration that supports the topic every week. And it was just beautiful for me to see, as these individuals came to share with me, to meet me, how profound the journey has been for them. And I really wish that for every one of you who's listening now. If the Monday class doesn't work for you, we have classes opening up in our local centers, as well as online in different time zones, in different languages. So please check out the show notes or visit Weekly Energy Boost when you're done listening to see what we have going on all around the world. To that point, this idea of internal battles is universal. And it's not something that, sometimes people say, somebody upstairs hates me, right? That sometimes people feel the deck of cards that they were dealt is inappropriate, too burdensome, doesn't match the individual's desire or intention or personality. And we always underscore the fact that the universe is really precise in doling out exactly the opportunities that every individual needs to express the greatness of their soul. And in the same way that a diamond just doesn't sprout out of a cabbage patch, right? A diamond spends its beginnings as coal, as carbon, and under tremendous pressure, its greatness is uncovered. Not really uncovered, it's developed. And to think about what's required of us in order to develop into the person that we can be is really our life's mission. Nothing outside of us is our mission. What's outside of us is our platform on which to accomplish our mission. But the real work is inside of us. And in class 1 of Kabbalah 1, which we sometimes call transforming challenges into advantages, we shed light on the idea that your challenges are not meant to pin you down or to overwhelm you. They're meant to lift you up. We're meant to recognize opportunities, or let's say we're meant to recognize potential chaos as actual potential growth opportunities. And especially for those of us that are on some sort of spiritual journey, whether it's Kabbalah or anything else, that concept of internal work isn't new. But where Kabbalah sometimes deviates from the typical, or it's not conventional at all, but the common perception of internal work is that we're not really meant to conquer our lower self, or as we call it, the ego or the opponent, that device that was created for each and every one of us, and that is tailored to each and every one of us, for us to overcome our own limitations, shortcomings, and missteps. And if you don't know that about the voice of your opponent, you can easily be undermined by it, become a slave to it, and really lose sight of your true, not only goodness, also greatness. So when the Kabbalists push us towards looking at the battle within, right? An external challenge is really meant to turn us inward. And the idea of victory or annihilation of the ego or the opponent, there is no war to win. It is really battle by battle. And if you can look at what you dealt with today and say, wow, as much as that wasn't, the easiest thing that I ever had to go through, at least I know I did better today than I would have a month ago or 6 months ago or 6 years ago. And that by definition, according to Kabbalah, is a victory. We're not here to be good. We are here to be better. And that Virgo quest for perfection, that Virgo quest for infallibility, nothing phases me, I'm above all, or I can't do it until it's right. That quest for perfection and right really eliminates the possibility of victory in our everyday battles, because nothing is ever good enough. And I even shared this morning with somebody, and again, in the month of Virgo, we're all going to act a little Virgo. So first of all, we have empathy for our Virgo friends. But second of all, that we use that superpower for good, that we don't allow the heightened sense of detail and the ability to identify what needs work or what is quote unquote wrong, that we don't turn that onto ourselves as a weapon to ourselves, but we use it to examine where am I missing the opportunity to transcend, to overcome, and to heal. And that's really what the battle is I don't win when I prove the other person wrong, or I shut them up, or I have the last word, or I end the conversation. That's not winning. Winning is it's not superseding. It's really overcoming. We use that word maybe a little too much. It's besting myself, being better today than I was yesterday. And the ability to do that, the resilience to be able to go through something challenging or difficult and then bounce back, is a practice. And I want to, last week, Eitan said, in every one of this month's episodes, we're going to shed some light on one angle of the self-reflection process. I'm actually going to give you a perspective, an alternate perspective to the self-reflection process that's not connected to those 4 levels. We'll still have 3 more episodes this month, so you're not missing out on anything. The idea, if you want to really hone in on where the battles are, where to focus your energy on transformation, on elevation, and on healing, do this with me. Think about the person that you wish to become. The person that if you were really healed, wise, healthy, successful, whatever that means to you, who would you be? It might help for people, for those of you who are more right brain individuals, those questions might be enough. If you're more of a left brain, more technical, more logical individual, it might help to draw up an assessment of all the areas of your life: health, relationships, friendships, spiritual growth, profession, etc. Designate a box for every area of your life. And then next to each area of your life, rate yourself from 1 to 10. No judgment, simple assessment. I wouldn't get emotional about it. It is what it is. It's data. And then you ask yourself the question, what do I need to do to get to my next level in each area? Now, once you find out what you have to do, great, Elisheva, thank you so much. See you next week. No. The question that you ask, whether you're right brain or left brain dominant, is what's preventing me from getting there? Whether you have a vision or an image or a sense of what it will take for you to get to your next level, or you want to go from a 5 to a 6 or a 7 to an 8 or a 9 to a 10, what is preventing you right this second? What is keeping you from becoming that, from evolving, from growing, from moving to your next level? And the answers to that question is where the work is. So for example, if you decide professionally that you need to make it on your own, you don't want to work for anyone else, you want to start your own business, what's keeping you from doing that? Maybe it's fear, insecurity, what's the word? Fear of failure, fear of success, right? Not wanting to take responsibility. You identify whatever it is. And that's the work, right? We talked last week about how proactively working on yourself is a way to avoid the universe needing to wake you up to an area of growth or transformation. Here is a great formula. And so if you've taken what we said last week to heart and you've gotten in the habit of doing a daily journal, reflecting, even talking to a good friend or mentor about these things, bring that procedure into your work this week, because this week especially, and again, that question, it's an open-ended question. Once you write down your answers, you can still change them or alter them, adjust them. But the idea is, sometimes people say, oh, I need to be less reactive. Guys, we all need to be less reactive. Moving from reactive to proactive is the human condition. That doesn't change. What changes is what we are reactive to. And so when you're able to identify what you are reactive to, and that's, by the way, we begin that journey in class 1 of Kabbalah 1, and step by step we work on different angles or approaches to healing those parts of ourselves that are less than or that we want to strengthen. And the result is then clarity. And when you know what to focus on and you hold on to your focus, that's really the battle cry. That's really what allows us really to, when we use that focus to see our challenges through, then it becomes clear, this isn't happening to me, it's happening for me. It feels like a battle when you feel like it's happening to you. It becomes an opportunity when you recognize it's happening for you and you begin to ask the questions, what can I learn from this and how can I grow from it? And to that end, I want to invite everyone to get comfortable. In a moment, we're going to do a meditation led by Yehuda Ashkenazi, specifically focused on the work of this month, hitting the refresh button, reinventing, refocusing our energy and intention so that we will see greater fruits from the spiritual work that we do this month, which is exactly what Weekly Energy Boost is all about. So as I do my outro, grab, if you're not already listening, first of all, if you're driving, pause, because this is not a meditation you can do while you need to focus with your eyes. You're going to want to find a blindfold, ideally, keep your eyes closed, find a super comfortable position. And if you can, use earphones or a headset to listen to the meditation, because it's not only a guided meditation with the tools and consciousness that we're talking about today, but it's also using sound frequencies that help to bring the brain and both the conscious and unconscious mind into a state of greater openness to not only to receive greater insight, but to reveal more wisdom that's already in you. And Yehuda asked some really powerful questions in this meditation to help drive the self-reflection process. Weekly Energy Boost is available on all podcast platforms, YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify. Of course, it's on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. If you follow us there, you will receive additional content to support you on the weekly boost and its focus every week. You can also visit weeklyenergyboost.com, where we have the links to all the things that we think are important, as well as more info about our guests and things that we want our listeners to know about. You can also hit the donate button and support our podcast. But as always, and especially as we're getting back to work, school, life this fall, we want to encourage everyone to share this episode and the opportunity, the invitation to study with Eitan and I in the Kabbalah 1 course that's starting tonight or wherever you can join. So thank you for being with me. We'll see you next week on the Weekly Energy Boost, and get comfortable for this powerful and uplifting Virgo meditation.
Take a few deep breaths as you close your eyes. Bring your attention to your body, to the space of your heart. Settling into the present moment. We begin by setting an intention. And our intention, it is to connect, to embrace the opening of this month to connect, to reflect, to release whatever it is that no longer serves, and to welcome deeper connection with yourself, with your soul, with the light inside of you. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold your breath. And slowly exhale through your mouth, while mentally thinking about the number 3 times, appear and disappear. Scanning the energy in your body, beginning with the top of your head. Bring your attention to the top of your head, to the space of the crown, the Keter. As we begin to scan the body, holding one intention to release any tensions, any pressures along the way. So from the top of your head, moving to your eyes, your eyelids, release any pressures. Down to your mouth, your neck, your shoulders, your hands. Release any tensions, any pressures. Bring your attention to the area of your chest. Allow your chest to open at ease. Down to your abdomen. With your mind's eye, scanning the energy within your internal organs, your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, your liver. And with the power of your intention, release any pressures, any tensions. Moving to the area of your back, the upper part and the lower part of your back, the base of your spine, your legs all the way down to your feet. Now take another deep breath in through your nose. Hold your breath. And slowly exhale through your mouth while mentally thinking about the number 2, 3 times, appear and disappear. And beginning relaxing your mind. Anytime that you desire to relax your mind, simply use the power of your mind to travel through space and time. Find a place that makes you feel safe. It can be a place from any time of your journey. It can be as a child. And see yourself in that place right now. And allow the same emotions, the same feeling safe to awaken in you. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Hold your breath. Slowly exhale through your mouth while envisioning the number 1, 3 times in your mind appear and disappear, and allow your mind to enter into a deeper space. I want to invite into our space the support from the spiritual dimensions of my guides and teachers, and the support of the archangels, the angel Michael, the angel Gabriel, the angel Uriel, and the angel Raphael, the healer. Open yourself, your heart, to feel their energy comes into your space, surrounding you, enveloping you with their light and protection. Now bring your attention to the space of your heart. Feel the energy within your heart and allow the energy within this space to expand and to grow within you. I'm going to raise a few questions. All what you need to do is to allow these questions to flow through your mind gently. Don't force answers. Simply allow your intuition to guide you. As you look back on the past year, what moments or behaviors disconnected you from your inner light? Maybe disconnected you from others or from your highest self. A moment of reflection. Keep your attention in the space of your heart. A moment of reflection. The second, Can you identify specific incidents that caused pain, hurt, or maybe embarrassment for yourself or others? How did these moments shape your journey? Let's revisit. The third, how can you rewrite those challenging moments? What lessons can you extract from those moments to help you grow and evolve? Fourth, what old patterns or habits are you ready to release? Reshaping and awakening a deeper part of yourself to align more closely with your true essence. Keep your attention on the space of your heart. What would it feel like to return to your original pure state of being? Embracing forgiveness, embracing compassion for yourself and for others. As part of this return, in your heart, repeat after me silently. I'm willing to reflect on my past with clarity and compassion, knowing that each experience is a stepping stone toward growth, silently in your heart. Repeat after me. I reinvent myself by choosing love, choosing light, choosing the wisdom that exists in my heart in every situation. I release old patterns and reboot my spiritual system aligning with my highest self. I return to my true, pure self, filled with forgiveness, compassion, and grace. I embrace the power of renewal, trusting that each moment is an opportunity to rewrite my story. As you keep your attention in the space of your heart, visualize a bright light surrounding you. Feel its warmth and guidance. This energy envelops you with love, with compassion, with grace. This energy clearing away any negativity, any blockages, any old patterns. Allow this light to penetrate every cell in your body, dissolving guilt, shame, and any energy memory from your past. Within this space, allow the deepest and purest state of yourself to emerge. The most authentic, empowered self, free, joyful. The part in you that is deeply connected with your soul, purpose, and spiritual path. Take another deep breath in through your nose, direct it into the space of your heart. Place your left hand on your heart and the right hand on top of the left. And slowly exhale through your mouth. And feel the purity of your heart. With the next breath, we have the intention to begin to bring back the energy into our physical space and body. Take a deep breath in through your nose and feel back the sensation of your physical body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. I will count from 1 to 5 and then I will invite you to open your eyes. We'll stay within this space for another few minutes with the intention to ground the energy and to reflect back over the experience. One, two, three, 4. Let's take another deep breath in through the nose. Hold your breath a bit longer. And exhale with a sigh. And 5. You can open your eyes slowly.